of African Americans even today are suffering. Men, what they suffered back in the 1890s when they were subject to poll taxes and literacy tax tests and all those things to take away the vote from people of color. But the Constitution has always been sort of used to try to decide racial issues in our society because it's such a racially divided, society. Then and as it is now. And of course, as you know, the fight is over affirmative action and all the other things, but they're the same issues.
But these are all constitutional problems.
Right. The issues is who's going to dominate the society, who's going to participate in it, and who's not going to participate in it. Who's going to be black, and those are citizens with limited privileges. That's what the word black means. And who's going to be white? Those are citizens with all of the privileges. That's what white means. Otherwise, there's no such thing as a white race or a black race. They're African Americans, European Americans, or Asian Americans, or whatever. But we're the only country that has a definition that deals with race. And that particular definition means that there's a dividing line. That's all that black-white means. And the Supreme Court has always, since slavery, been in the middle of that trying to mediate those issues. How much do we give this side, and how much do we let them go forward, and how much does this side get to keep them from going too far forward? That's basically what the constitutional issues are about. Many of these particular things will be discussed as far as Nashville is concerned in my new book, which was being published by the University of Arkansas Press. And that book will be appearing in May of 1999. It's entitled African American History of Nashville from 1780 to 1930, Elites and Dilemmas. And for example, by 1867, Nashville has 5 black city councilmen that are serving in the city council. It has...
this is right after the war.
Right after the war. The first African American to be elected to the Tennessee General Assembly is from Davidson County, Sampson W. Cable. By 1881, there's a second African American elected from this county to the General Assembly. And across the state of Tennessee, especially in West Tennessee, where 70% of former slaves lived and still live today, about 69 or 70% live in West Tennessee. There were even more African Americans who served in city councils, county commissions, as well as the state legislature. And then, of course, there were laws put in place to disenfranchise them. And by 1900, there are no African Americans serving on the city council of Nashville or serving in the state General Assembly of Tennessee. And in some ways, in Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia, just through the convict laws alone, we're moving back toward that way. And that is, we can use convict laws to disenfranchise them again, because you can't use other means because of the 1965 Voting Rights Act, and because of the 24th Amendment to the Constitution, we can use convict laws to take away their rights.